The climate apocalypse narrative is a social contagion that's driven by power-mad psychopaths who are hell-bent on using fear and compulsion to make sure everyone steps in line so that they can continue with their acquisition of undeserved power.
It's also effective enough that the people that are underneath the power comply and do the job of the man for the man.
Yeah, well, that's the advantage of using fear and compulsion,
Yes.
right? It's like, well, I have to go along with this because my leaders who had built up a certain degree of credibility are telling me that, you know, the apocalypse is nigh. And who am I to, well, first of all, question, because, God, there's a hard thing to figure out. You know, what's the global effect of human activity on the climate for the next 100 years? Well, good luck figuring that out. It's like the climate fluctuates and for complex reasons, but that doesn't mean that you get to look 100 years into the future and you get to conjure up an apocalyptic narrative, and you get to say, we're the only people that can save you, and you get to say, you have to change every single thing you do in your life and prioritize our concern above all else, including even the well-being of your own children, or the economic future of the Africans, for example, who don't get to use fossil fuels, right? You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that using fear and compulsion.
Not only that, it's being done by people who have been wrong about everything, every step of the way. Every step of the way.
Yeah, well, then they just play a sleight of hand game there, though. Okay, we got the time frame wrong, Joe. It's not 20 years.
But it's not even just
40
that.
years.
It's not even just climate change. It's basically everything. Public health, agriculture, you name it.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, well, that
every single thing. The water supply.
That's
everything.
set 3. How do you pursue your interest in a landscape that's been shorn of reliable expert input? Right? Who do you rely on?
Right.
Okay. If you don't know who to rely on, like, how do you keep the bloody psychopaths at bay?
Right.
You know, and the conspiracy theorist mongers and the people who aren't trying to discover the truth, but who are using the conspiratorial edge, let's say.
The grifters.
The groypers, for that matter, right? These are people who are clearly playing power games for their own benefit, and they're spinning up these conspiratorial narratives and riding on them and occupying them in this parasitical manner.